What is up, everybody? I'm No Lex Given, back with some more live Storybook Brawl. And honestly, I've been having so much fun playing Zippy recently. And I think we've gotten wins the last 2 times we've played this character. So, seems like fun. Let's see if we can score a hat trick on Zippy. I think that, I've gone like a little bit wild with it in the past, but I'm kind of tempted to play a sort of reserved version of Zippy and see how far that can get me. Picking up a tiny, I believe I brought this up in the last Zippy video. It's not like ultra important, but it will usually allow you to tie some of those early combats, so it's good enough for that. Could lock onto Baby Root plus Sugar and Spice. That would be a pretty strong pairing alongside the tiny. But I'm happy enough to just hope to find an econ spell here. And there you can see, like, very few things are trading with a Gwen there. So that feels pretty good. Humpty Dumpty, also good at getting some kills, as is another tiny, but also as is just Polywoggle plus Magic Research. Now, we won't be keeping the Magic Research. We will tie this combat and then we won't have the Magic Research, but we could have a level 3 character, and I think that that is probably just the best use of our gold this turn, other than Humpty Dumpty plus Magic Research and then just try to be as strong as possible. But, I think I said I wanted to play a more reserved Zippy game and then immediately threw that out the window the second I saw a Polywoggle, though there is some really fun stuff you can do with Polywoggle on Zippy, of course. Looks like we will get the Polywoggle Slay and we get the tie, so we lose the Magic Research, but we have a level 3 character, which is a great trade. I love that trade. I'll do that all day. So now we've got a Shadow Assassin, we've got a ranged character, which means that we are pretty likely to be winning our combats. We're definitely picking up Cindy, and then honestly, might go for Zebracorn. I might just go for most stats on the board continue to be strong. This Fates has a 2 streak on her. We've got a 0 streak. I believe we've tied both of our combats so far, but maybe we can actually grab a win here. Maybe we can snag a win. And that's because of our 2-4 ranged character. Now, I've got no clue what the Fates is going to be fated to. They could have all sorts of craziness. They could have an Easter egg treasure and a 2020 Humpty Dumpty at this point. 21 Humpty Dumpty even. No, they didn't cast a Forbidden Fruit, so that is a little bit less likely. Looks like they are potentially going for the egg strat, though, and we actually crack an egg. So Okay, I feel pretty dang good about that. The fact that we are cracking off a win up against an undefeated Fates here. Now Geppetto is also not undefeated, and I'm the lobby leader, sitting at 40 health, the only player with 40 health as we make our way into 3.0 here. Now, I like Shadow Assassin. It's a pair, but there's also a pair of White Stags here, and that sounds just gravy, baby. So I believe my plan here is to cast this Falling Stars just basically for fun, but that the plan is also going to be to sell out of Tiny so that way I can afford both Stags, and Tiny will die to the Falling Stars anyways, so I think that it is the best thing to sell. I just have to figure out how I want to order this board. We're up against Skip the Sky Skipper. Could also pick up or lock onto a Shadow Assassin here, but I don't think that that's super important unless we find a Beauty's Influence. I think I'm just going to roll with this. Second Stag being the more important one, but first one also pumping up my ranged character. And, okay, that second one being the one that ultimately gets to attack here and then carry us to victory. We did give my opponent some bonus stats with the Falling Stars on their Darkwood Creeper, but I think we are doing pretty gravy right now. Let's go Ogre Princess, free roll, and then... Alright, looks like we're gonna grab a Shadow Assassin triple. The game just wants me to have a Shadow Assassin triple, so ultimately I will oblige here. This is a pretty strong board. Ogre Princess can grab the Slay. Next turn we grab the Tier 3 treasure from Shadow Assassin and potentially a Tier 3 treasure from White Stag, Tier 2 treasure from Cindy. Don't know if I'm going to go for that. I think if we find Hat or Ball, we will. But there's a lot of other really good treasures. There's Eye of Ares when we have 2 ranged characters and a Princess Peep. We're only gonna have 1 ranged character, but 1 ranged character, a Princess Peep, and a Black Cat. Black Cat's kind of tough to pick up econ-wise. We could probably figure it out though. There is Cloak of the Assassin when we've got Ogre Princess. There is the Telltale Quiver when we only have 1 ranged back character. Okay, so some of the things related to my ranged characters aren't super important. There's that 1 treasure ring of something that I never ever play, but I guess it is a possibility. It looks like Merlin is quite huge here. So we will be taking a little bit of damage this turn, but actually this Shadow Assassin could go all the way. Hold on. Hold up a minute. This could do it. This could get it. Okay. No. We take some damage here. We take a decent amount of damage. We actually don't even get the Evil Twin either because of that double baby root shenanigans, but let's still kick things off with a tier 3 treasure looking for a hat or a ball. Ring of Thunder. That's what it's called. That is not what I would have... I wouldn't have remembered that. Okay, so Ring of Thunder, kind of terrible. Probably just go for the Telltale Quiver, though I don't love it either. I'm seeing the Good Witch, I'm seeing the Princess Peep. We could skip. It's probably not better than just taking Haunted Helm. Haunted Helm works good with Lancelot and Gingerbread Knight. Lancelot and Nutcracker, both of which are good on Zippy the Zombie. So I think I'll just grab Haunted Helm despite it not being super impressive. I don't hate the Good Witch, but I think I'm just going to roll because I can still throw in 1 more roll and still find something good this turn. We're actually going to find the stag right here though. Eye of Ares, not extremely exciting, but I think I'm still going to go for it. It's not really good with a few of the things we have currently. Okay. We put something on the board. Yeah, that's going to get attacked into. Oh, and I picked up Eye of Ares against Geppetto. Very, very awkward timing. Okay. Well, we get this lay with Ogre Princess. We're going to take a bunch of damage, though, and barely get any clears against Geppetto, which is embarrassing because that's where, you're supposed to do it, you know? You're up against Geppetto, you should be able to get some attacks in. So that part's a little bit awkward. I don't hate the dwarves for Princess White. I also don't hate just double Monster Book for the power of double Monster Book. So I'm going to start this turn off by taking that, and I guess that's the end of my turn as well. So, okay, we're all done. Not a super impressive turn, but I don't know. I'm having fun. We just took a ton of damage in the past 2 combats, so now all of a sudden we're down to 23, which I think is a little bit awkward, but I do think that we will still have the stats, especially with these Monster Book pickups. I think that we'll have the stats to, battle for right here and now. Eye of Ares, really not great on the current board, and obviously really terrible against a Geppetto, but I think that we can still make it work here. Monster Books are also good with Nutcrackers, and then at 23 health, I'm almost in range of I'm just now realizing that Eye of Ares not great against Trophy Hunter potentially either. But Monster Books are potentially really good with Nutcracker, so that could be some potential synergy to build into. I think that if we find a Nutcracker, we will take advantage of that, and here you can see why Eye of Ares is no good. My opponent is going to get slays on all of their frontline characters, and that means a bunch of mummy missiles, a bunch of friendly spirit stuff, though it's actually still good enough to get me the win even, so I guess I will not complain, and then I will pick up a Monster Book triple. Moonsong Horn's good, Coin of Sharon pretty good on Friendly Spirit. Ugly Gosling Helm currently hits Sherwood Sure Shot, which is quite nice even. Moonsong Horn, I think we're over trying to make Hat Ball work. Ugly Gosling Helm is a ton of stats. I think Coin of Sharon works well with a few things that you play with Zippy. I'll just take the ugly Gosling Helm. Let's just take Tempo for now. Could go Ogre Princess, Evil Twin it. That gives me a tier 2 and a tier 3 treasure. I think I can do better than that. Basically just looking for Friendly Spirit right now. And I think that that's fine. Alright, well, I'm not gonna not pick it up twice here. Let's grab this, let's Evil Twin, and let's see where we can find ourselves. Probably grabbing a Sting. Could just toss the Eye of Ares here. Yeah, let's toss Eye of Ares. And then let's look at these tier 2 treasures. I see Spinning Wheel, I see Dragon's Nest. Let's grab Spinning Wheel. It's really not super exciting, but I think that ultimately this board is okay enough. Okay, Ogre Princess has no shot to slay, which is unfortunate. Maybe it could slay if we roll like an Earthquake here. Yeah, not quite gonna work out, but we do get the attack in with the White Stag, and the Soul Tax are really not powerful. They're just gonna take up some of my ranged hits here first, but this should still be an easy win against Gwen. Looks like they went for a True Love's Kiss on the pig and are potentially still hanging on to their knighthood. No, they use that turn 1, never mind. So they don't have a huge opportunity to power spike here, but then I'm gonna go for Nutcracker, and I might go for the Nutcracker monster book strategy. It seems fun. Let's grab this, let's roll. Now, I was kind of thinking about Court Wizard on this board, but we could make it the ugly Gosling character. That's pretty cool too. And then I could grab another Nutcracker. Yeah, sure, why not? So all of these characters have the same attack, which means that Ugly Gosling Helm defaults to attacking order. It goes attack, then level if there's a tie, and then attacking order if there is still a tie. I don't know if it cares about upgraded versus non-upgraded, but either way. Now, if we wanted to be a little bit stronger, we could do this. It's probably better. Yeah, let's just give ourselves some more stats on the board. Could even do this. That's probably good too. Ogre Princess in the backline is a little bit better. Means I'm not using this monster book, but I would still like to try to grab some econ. Oh, I messed with the attacking order, meaning that the Court Wizard no longer gives me the bonus attack. Well, or no longer gets the +10/+10. It will still get the White Stag, so that is still a bunch of stats, and Nutcracker is now bigger, which means it could potentially activate a little bit sooner. I don't know if that's really going to be relevant. No, not quite. We kill my opponent without even getting to attack with the Ogre there. One more hit away on Zippy the Zombie. Could just grab a Polywoggle with Ugly Gosling Helm. I really don't hate that on 5.1. Or we have to play the Sure Shot here if we want it to get, if we want the trigger to go on Court Wizard. I think I might just play this as is. I'm just noticing that I'm like against the last place person in the lobby. We can also just throw Polywoggle in the Sting slot. That's kind of just as good, and then Court Wizard still gets the bonus. Okay, sure. This or this is an option. Let's just play this. Let's roll a little bit more. Angry is not terrible, nor is Rotten Apple Tree. Let's keep rolling though. Maybe find more monster books. Don't hate the stone skin. Okay, this is actually the best thing that we found so far. Let's get rid of this. And then I'm just gonna roll down for the end of turn. Okay, cool. Yeah, the end is a really good pickup here. It gives me a little bit more health. which is a nice little cushion there. Only 3 more health, but then also just lets me hit level 6 sooner. Obviously, that part's pretty clear. Polywoggle will grab the sleigh, even though the rest of this combat falls apart totally and completely. Good attack from the stag, and then Monster Book can hopefully activate the Nutcracker a little bit more. No, but Nutcracker does get 1 activation here, and then take exactly 6 down to 20, so that's not terrible, and now I can make Good Boys. Yeah, that's, I would definitely say not terrible, eh? Cool. Okay, what we really want to find now is a Beauty's Influence for the upgraded Good Boy. I do like the Gingerbread Knight a heck of a lot, though, too. So what we do here is we put this Good Boy here. That's going to get the Ugly Gosling Helm, and then we put an Evil Good Boy here, and all that's quite fantastic. So we do want to convert more of the rest of this board into good Royals. So I will definitely pick up a 14-14. Beauty's Influence is really where I want to be, though. I think I just get out of Ogre Princess and... yeah. It's tricky because you want to play all of the good characters that you possibly can. I probably should have cast that... Okay. A little bit awkward here, locking onto Beauty's Influence on 6.0. But it is definitely worth it here. This is really cool. So next turn, it's Merlin. I was going to say, if this is against Geppetto, I want to sell something off on my bench. But locking onto a Beauty's Influence on 6.0, I think is still going to work wonders for us. Court Wizard will easily win this combat, just basically by itself. And maybe we can get some additional hits onto Nutcracker, though I'm not sure that we will. Yeah, we don't. But that's fine. We get a win, and we're up on XP, and we've got double Good Boy. So all of this still seems great to me. Let's Beauty's Influence there. Let's grab a Hercules. I wish we could play the Knighthood as well, but there ain't no way we got room for all that. It's awkward. This Nutcracker is definitely awkward. I'm not sure what I want to do with it exactly. Zippy the Zombie is just an awkward hero in general sometimes. Now, one thing that we can do that is pretty cool... Oh, it's got Beauty's Influence on it. If we were to cast this Knighthood, then we would always have a good boy to Evil Twin. However, I think that 6 gold at the end of the turn is just too much to lock onto and waste. So I'm gonna roll it down here, and if we can find a Good Boy, it's definitely a long shot, but if we could have, then that would have been nice. Sure, I'll play a Nutcracker, even though I know it is not like super great with the Good Boys. It's definitely a downgrade in power, but Coin of Sharon, which we passed up on earlier for the Ugly Gosling Helm, is obviously really good with Good Boys. So if we can activate Nutcracker for another shot at that, that's really good. Sky Castle also allows me to triple up on the Gingerbread Knight and potentially look for Coin of Sharon. So there's a lot of different options in that capacity as well. Looks like Hercules is going to potentially be able to activate this turn, though it's close, and my opponent's Mummy definitely a little bit awkward here. That will actually get them the win and hits me for 10 down to 10, and they get to steal like a Sting or a Gosling Helm. We have to start off this turn by casting an Evil Twin, so let's just do that on Good Boy. If we find a Beauty's Influence, we'll figure out what we're doing with that later, but I'd love to pick up a treasure for right now. Don't think I need Singing Sword. Think we just go Mimic Chest here. And probably just keep the Sting. We can toss the Ugly Gosling Helm, though it does provide some stats for us right now. It doesn't provide that many stats if we want to put this Sherwood Sure Shot back in, which I'm pretty sure would Sure Shot I do. So let's just grab Mimic Chest. This is currently the plan of what to play. Might have to play a slightly stronger board and just give up on the Gingerbread Knight for now. Beauty's Influence, keep your eyes peeled for that one. Otherwise interested in Goodboy. Could take Lancelot. It's a tier 5 treasure, basically for free. It's going to be a lot easier to get than this Nutcracker. Let's grab it. Then let's find Beauty's Influence. Sure. No Beauty's Influence. Could crock the Goodboy, but then we've got no chance to influence it, so that is a little bit awkward. I'll play Nutcracker over Backline Gingerbread Knight. It's about the same. Doesn't seem like it will be super relevant. We're done with these monster books for sure. Romeo plus Juliet and a bunch of pigs isn't going to be better than Court Wizard, so we're fine here. This gets us into the top 4 presumably. Also gets us a Mimic Chested tier 6 treasure. We'll be replacing Spinning Wheel this turn. Looking for, you know, Owls, potentially Pandora's Box. I think we might be strong enough to take that. There might also be a Ghost this turn, and we would play up against a Merlin Ghost or a Fates Ghost with... So, actually, Ghosts reset the lobby. When somebody dies, the lobby order resets. That's why I played against the Ghost like 5 times in my one video last week. So... these tier 5 treasures are terrible. Let's just skip because we're going to find some other treasures to work with. I like the spear. It's good with Court Wizard. It's good with Mimic Chest. It is awkward that we did just barely grab an Evil Twin here because of the Juliets, and I don't really have a great option to put it on. So I'm just going to throw it on the Hercules here. Actually, I'll throw it on Nutcracker. Yeah, sure. Let's just go... let's go Spear. It's a lot of stats, and it works well with this. Let's Evil Twin this just so I can skip the treasure. I'll take it if it is a Coin of Sharon, I guess. Yeah, let's skip this. Oh, I am out of time. All right. Skip. Alright, we had way too many treasures to look at that turn. That was a little bit awkward. Ran out of time, but Goodboy with a double spear honor is going to be really, really good. Goodboy's a girl now because I just got a girl puppy. But yeah, I guess Goodboy probably implies that it is a boy, right? Alright, I think we're big enough to not have to worry about Gwen here. Unfortunately, not going to get any additional hits on the Nutcracker, but we should be able to take out this Sporko and grab the win. A bunch of health there on Gwen. Was that really Gwen? It was Gwen. Okay, now we are up against the Fates, and I'd love to have add another Court Wizard to the board. Definitely would love another Goodboy as well. Beauty's Influence, still really, really good. I feel like Health Potion might also be good. Oh, these Lightning Dragons are going to be annoying, aren't they? Shoot. Well, I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. Some additional stats on Goodboy is always welcome, so I'll just end the turn with that. We're really... This is always the awkward part on Zippy the Zombie, and to be honest, it's the reason that I didn't pick up the Coin of Sharon at the beginning of the game. I know it's awkward to play Goodboy strategies. I find myself in there, like the first Goodboy is obviously really good. The second one gets a little bit more awkward, which is why it was potentially worth locking onto that upgrade on Knighthood even, because then you always have a good boy and a target for your Evil Twins, which right now I'm kind of struggling for. And if I Evil Twin anything else, then please go there. Nice. Okay, this Court Wizard should be able to take this fight now. Ooh, and their apple trait even has to attack. That is really good for me. So that brings me potentially into the finals. Let's see. This Trophy Hunter is streaking, probably winds up defeating the Gwen, and then we play up against the Trophy Hunter here. No. Okay. We're in the finals. So I don't have anything to cast this Evil Twin on. That is the awkward part. And that was the other thing I was going to say. If I cast it on anything else, then it doesn't work with the Goodboy. So all of that just gets very, very awkward. I did have the opportunity to pick up a Sky Castle, I think when I tripled the Gingerbread Knight. Though, yeah, tough ask regardless. I would take it. Well, I can't take another Court Wizard. I could take another Sherwood Shore Shot. I guess that's true. Yeah, that lets me get in a bunch of bonus attacks. See, they're going Copy Boy. That's spooky. I guess they are strong, and maybe we just... I don't know if I scammed them or what happened there. But bonus attacks are really, really good with Spear plus Mimic Jest. So let's go for this. Another Evil Twin is really awkward because I'd love to cast it. I just can't. Fiercify on the Goodboy. Could be a fine enough way to finish off the turn. Give me a bunch of stats. I'm not really looking to get scammed here. Let's just roll for Beauty's Influence. Not casting that. Just seems too risky. I don't have time. Okay. I would have loved to cast the Merlin's Test there for +4/+4, but unfortunately we were not able to do so. Let's see how we fare, though, with all of these Court Wizards and an upgraded Goodboy. Is that going to be enough to get me there? I think it could be, though. Friendly Spirit landing on Goodboy is absolutely devastating. That is so many stats. Let's see if that is going to be the death of me here. My Court Wizards are going to be huge. That's going to be enough to take out this Lordy, and then we need my opponent to attack into Gingerbread Knight. No, but we don't die. We take 8 down to 2. Okay, well, I think this is a second place finish regardless. We've got a shot. We could spend all of our gold right here to grab a tier 6 treasure replacing Sting. There's a few kind of cute tier 6 treasures. I mean, Ivory Owl on the very last turn of the game is not going to be super exciting. Pandora's Box. You can see we did have a 56% to win. Alright, sure. I also get to take this Hermes Magic Beans, which is part of the consideration here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Tier 6 treasure. It's got to just be Ivory Owl. Which is awkward because the Sting might even be better. Wand of Weirding could actually really help for next turn, though. Ah, shoot. Now I want to float Wand of Weirding. I want to use the Sting this turn, and then next turn take Wand of Weirding. All right, that's what I'm doing. It means that I'm not grabbing the beans this turn, I think. No, you know what? Let's still do it because the reason I do that is because the beans are really, really good in ensuring I at least get the Mimic Chest Spear from my Goodboy attacking first. My opponent went for a Pigomorph. That's gonna be huge. It hits one of my 3 best targets here in Double Court Wizard Goodboy. But let's see. Oh, we took out their copycat. We took out their copycat. That's actually huge. And I forgot Friendly Spirit landed on Goodboy. Maybe we're not in as much trouble as I thought we were. We're still not looking great, but wait. No, maybe we are looking great. Maybe I'm just wrong. We're looking great. We hit my opponent for 7 down to 14, and now we just need to scam him. Now it's time to pull off the greatest scam ever told. I don't hate a Medusa in the back. Hold up a minute. I think I'm going to grab a Medusa here. I think it's better than Gingerbread Knight. What treasures do they have? Nothing that pumps up a statue. Let's grab Medusa. Anything I grab is triple cast. Let's find something good to triple cast here, baby. I'm going to roll all the way down a lucky coin. will let me roll a little bit further. A good boy is really, really fantastic. So let's throw that in. And then, yeah, I'm going to try to roll down as much as possible here. Okay, a triple candy cannon pumps up the Medusa to a 6/6 and the good boy to a 5/5. It's not extremely impressive. Let's put bonus stats on this second good boy as well. Do I play another good boy? I don't think so. I think I go for bonus attacks here and only play this good boy, but I don't play the evil good boy. Oh, that is a hugely devastating attack for me. My opponent is also going to get off this attack with the copycat, and the good boys get to pump each other. So that part's a little bit awkward. Maybe I went a little bit too deep, but maybe this Medusa can also be okay for us. These court wizards are going to be big, but these good boys are just going to be bigger. Yeah, we maybe messed up a little bit. All right, Medusa goes down, so the court wizards get to still play and have fun, and here is where we lose it. All right, well, fair play, fair enough. I think that we can take a look at the win percentage there. I don't even know if it was really the Medusa. It was honestly maybe, I mean, it was awkward. They attacked right into my upgraded good boy, which is a ton of lost stats on the board, because plus 14 on this is plus 28 on this, which means it's plus 50 on everything else, and that definitely could have been enough, though my opponent picking up their second good boy with the upgraded copycat, obviously that was pretty good. What I think was the issue really is spending 6 gold on good boy, which then meant I had less gold to roll for a triple casted spell, which I think was really important on the final turn to find some sort of scam. And if we can like rip off a Pigomorph, that's just devastating. It takes out half their board. But instead, I just like made a small improvement to my board. It's a nice one. A good boy is a nice addition. And it is funny too how small this board actually looks, with my biggest character being an 8/8, but obviously the treasures and the synergies doing a lot of work there. But for today, that's going to be it for this one. Still a really fun game, I felt. No Beauty's influence there for a while towards the end made things a little bit awkward, but maybe I should have gone for that knighthood. Maybe it was worth just locking, wasting 6 gold, and then always having an upgraded good boy. From there I can make another evil good boy, and I would be really, really strong. But for today, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Legs Given. Peace.